Okay, well now I'm back to spike making, or bale spear making for the skid steer here. This bale spear works very, very well, except when you have 28, at least it was the last I checked. We had more rain last night. So I'm thinking 30 inches above normal rainfall for 1 year. The bales that have been left out in the field are getting a little bit mushy. Not mushy, but mushy. So what I've done is I have cut 2 pieces of channel iron and I've slid them in there, one there, and I'm going to add 2 more spikes. Now, I bought these the other day. I put them on that loader there. I haven't posted that video yet, or maybe I have, I don't know yet, but as of me building this one, I haven't posted the video. I know that for a fact. But anyway, I went up and I got these spikes and they were short one socket. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put the one socket on and, you know, the one spear, and then when I get the new spear, then I'll weld it in. But I'm going to have the holes cut and everything and ready to rock and roll, so when that other socket does get here, I just stick it in there. Now, I thought I had one laying around here someplace, but apparently I don't, because I can't seem to find it. Of course, if you pan around here, there's just so much junk. Well, I know where stuff is, but most people don't, which is a good thing, because they have a tendency to grow legs and walk away. But anyways, I'm going to get going and cut the center out of that chunk of channel iron on each one and in the I-beam behind there. And I'm going to weld the socket in and get this thing on there. Hopefully I can get a wrench on it, because it's going to be a little bit tough with that backing plate. But whatever, we'll figure it out. Okay, I got the torch holes. Yeah, I got the holes cut out with the torch for the back side of the I-beam. There's not really enough room for me to get an air wrench in there. Actually, there's absolutely no room unless I torch out the back of the mounting plate on there. So what I'm going to do is actually put the socket on the spike, tighten the shit out of it, stick it in there and weld it that way on both of them. But before I get that far, you know, I have to put this in here. These are the channel iron parts that look like they're hotter than Hades there, and they are. Ooh, damn hot. So I'm not even going to be able to grab them without a rag, so let me get a rag. I guess a pair of gloves might help, but I shouldn't even grab them with this rag because I can feel it's wet. And you know what happens to water when it hits hot stuff? It turns to steam. Steam burns faster and hotter than anything else I know of. So anyway, yeah, so I'm going to align this like so, okay? Ouch. So all I got to do is align that so that it is straight in there. That's just the socket, and I can sneak the wand back in there and weld that after, you know, this is all mounted. But I want to put this in here first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the spike in there, align that thing up so that it's not, you know, off to the side in the tip of the spike, and then I'm going to weld that channel iron in there. And until I get the socket for the other one, well, it's just going to have to be blank until that happens. Probably be here in a couple days. I'm certain that I have another one of these things floating around here someplace. I just haven't been able to remember where I put it, unless I never put it anywhere and I just never got one. But anyhow, yeah, there it is. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, yeah, I'm missing my hat again. Let me put that back on so nobody gets blinded by the bald spot. Anyway, yeah, here it is. I got 1, 2, 3, a blank spot, and 4. Now, I've got, the hole is cut, okay? It's all lined up. My welds are done there, obviously there. I don't know what they look like up in there, but anyway, I came over here and I did this one, and behind there it was a little tricky, but I got it. And of course I got those welds there, and these down here. Everything is good. Now, for all the wet hay that I've got, I think this little monster spike deal is going to really be pretty slick. I should be able to pick them up without any problems, move them around. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, because I am missing that socket, I'm going to have to, I guess I'm just going to have to be patient and wait. Oh, something bit me. But I am going to build a bar for the top of this that goes up And it doesn't even have to be anything spectacular because I do have to still get in and out of that machine. But I think I'm going to make it on a triangle for the simple fact that if I do, something does decide to come back on me, it'll glance it off to the side. I mean, I'm not sure whether that's how I'm going to do it or not, but I'm going to get started on that now. Okay, well, I guess that's it for now. I got that spike on, and I put a guard on here. I welded that on the back side of each one of those there, and of course up there. And I went and I tested it out. It works good. You really don't need them that high for on there because you got one bale here, and then you just need to clip it so that you're not having it in your face. Yeah, I imagine Monday I'll get that socket and I'll stab that in there, and we should be good to go. So yeah, thanks for watching. Okay, it's a new day. I have not received the socket that I need to mount my 5th spike. I got 4 of them on here now. I've run this thing quite a bit, and the hay, as wet as it is actually drooping here, so I have to get that 5th spike in there. But anyways, they didn't send me the socket. So I went over to the Trusty Dusty Tractor Supply Store, and I knew that they'd sold bale spears there, and maybe they'd have just the socket, but of course they didn't. So I had to buy the whole spike, and the socket is over there. This spike is 50 inches, so it's long. This one here is the shorter one, but I've already taken the spike off of that and bolted it on here. A little different taper, but it does fit. So I'm going to stick her in that hole over there, weld her fast, and then this one will have 5 spikes too. It'll be really cool. Well, big trouble already. Didn't even get 2 seconds into the job. And look at that. The socket, the weldable socket, is actually bigger than the one that belongs to this spike, because I had them all cut the same. So this is going to possibly pose a little bit of trouble. I just got to get the torch out and cut the hole just a hair bigger. So here we go. Okay, took a little bit of work to widen that hole out, not on the front one, but in the back there wasn't just enough room for the torch to fit in there, so I kind of got some from this side, and then of course I went around to the back side and I worked it in there, and I got it. But you know, I really would like a Hypotherm, 85, whatever the heck that is, plasma cutter. You know, I see that Chucky 2009, he's got a real nice one. I'm a little bit jealous there. But yeah, one of these days I'll go ahead and splurge and buy that, because I know that wand will get right on in there and cut that out. But anyways, I'm going to get to welding here, and we'll go make trouble with this set of spikes. Okay, it's in. Nice weld there. Looks good all the way around. Fit in there real nice. We're pretty even all the way across. Maybe not. Yeah, no, she's perfect. You see, these are tilted up a little bit and those are tilted down a little bit. I don't know why. I guess that's the way I built it. But yeah, everything should work really good now. I can go to the field and run like hell with it. You know, because the hay is so soft, it just is really going to need to be, have as many spikes in there as possible. The only thing that would make this thing better is if I built a squeeze from the side here. So I could put a hydraulic cylinder from here on either side and force a gizmo to go off the side and actually squeeze the entire bale onto the spikes from both sides. That would be cool. Just to get them on the load, and once I get to the mushroom barn, then, hey, it's their problem, not mine. Yeah, but the bales aren't really rotten, they're just extremely wet, so they're gonna rot if I don't do something about the problem that I have. That means get rid of as much as I possibly can as soon as I can, and that's what I plan on doing. I feel like Mr. Rogers, how he used to change his clothes when he came onto the TV show. A little sick, if you ask me. But anyways, Fred's dead. But anyway, yeah. just don't pay any attention to what I just said. That was kind of ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. So there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take her down and check her out.